God says, this message is for you. Don't try to skip it. Don't tell anyone. I am speaking to your heart directly, because there is a truth you've been avoiding, a truth you've felt but refused to name. There is someone who loves you, more deeply than you have ever imagined. This love does not measure itself by years, by the passing of time, by the expectations of the world. It is a love that transcends the boundaries of age, a love that sees your soul, your light, and every part of you that you yourself may sometimes hide. God is begging you to listen. This is not coincidence. This is not a fleeting feeling. This is divine alignment, and it is happening now. I know you have wondered if it could ever be possible, if someone could feel so strongly for you, if it would matter that life's numbers place you apart. God is telling you, love is not constrained by the calendar. The heart knows no measure, the spirit feels no limits, and this person who loves you, they have crossed every boundary that society, that fear, that logic could place. Their devotion to you is undeniable. Every glance, every thought, every heartbeat carries the weight of their love. They have seen you in ways no one else has, and they have chosen to stay, to feel, to care, in a way that cannot be denied or hidden. God says, you might be scared. You might feel uncertainty, questioning if it is right, if it is acceptable, if it can survive. The world will whisper doubts, but God is telling you, ignore the whispers. Listen to the heartbeat, the pull, the undeniable truth of their feelings. This love is real. It is patient, it is fierce, it is pure, and it has been waiting for you to recognize it. You cannot run from it, you cannot hide from it, and even if you try, your soul will know. Every fiber of your being has already felt the impact of this connection. This person's love has touched you in ways you might not even fully understand yet. God is saying, do not let fear deceive you. There will be moments when doubt will creep in, when the world will make you question yourself. There will be times when others will judge, when your mind will create impossible scenarios, when your heart will waver. But God is saying, hold on. Hold fast. The love you are being shown is not a fleeting shadow, it is a light that refuses to be extinguished. This person's love for you is unwavering, even in moments of silence, even when distance or difference seems too large to bridge. They are committed to you, not because of obligation, but because they cannot imagine life without you, because every thought returns to you, every feeling is anchored in your presence. God wants you to understand this: age does not matter. It never has. The soul recognizes the soul. Spirit knows spirit. When two hearts are aligned, nothing in the world can break the connection. This person's love for you is beyond logic, beyond judgment, beyond reason. It is a sacred truth, a divine gift, and it is yours to embrace if you dare to trust it. God says, do not diminish this love by comparing it to what the world says is appropriate, do not allow fear to silence the message of your heart, and do not push away what has been patiently waiting for you. This love has a story, a history that perhaps you have only glimpsed. Every smile they have given you, every word they have spoken, every moment they have lingered near you carries the imprint of their devotion. God is saying, these are not coincidences. These are signs. These are whispers from heaven telling you that you are chosen for each other in ways that are beyond human comprehension. Your connection is rare. It is miraculous. And it is urgent, because God wants you to fully recognize it before fear or hesitation dims the light of this truth. You might ask, how can this be? How can someone feel so deeply for me when we are apart in ways that seem impossible? God says, do not overthink it. The heart does not calculate. It does not reason. It simply knows. And your heart has always known. Even in moments when you tried to ignore it, even when you told yourself it could never happen, even when doubt threatened to overtake your courage, your spirit has recognized the truth: someone loves you beyond measure. Someone has waited, prayed, hoped, and kept their heart open for you, no matter the distance of years between you. God is saying, let go of hesitation. Let go of self-doubt. Let go of fear of judgment. This love is not a mistake. It is not an accident. It is the intentional work of the divine. This person has been sent into your life for a reason. Their presence is a blessing, their devotion a gift, and your recognition of it is part of the sacred plan. God says, open your eyes, open your heart, and let yourself see what has always been there. Do not try to measure love by society's rules. Do not allow the opinion of others to cloud your vision. God is saying, when two souls are aligned, it is the most natural, most powerful force on the planet. No one can intervene in what has been decreed by the divine. No circumstance, no difference, no barrier can undo what has been written for your hearts. This person's love is pure, it is sacred, and it is meant for you. God says, do not push it away. Embrace it fully. Accept it boldly. Recognize the miracle that stands before you and do not let fear or doubt steal it from you. God knows your heart. God sees your longing, your hesitation, your secret desire to be loved unconditionally. God sees the moments when you have felt lonely, misunderstood, or invisible. God is telling you, you are not alone anymore. This person's love is proof. Proof that someone has looked beyond the surface, beyond the numbers, beyond the expectations, and has chosen you, wholly and completely. Their love is an unspoken vow, a promise that transcends explanation, a declaration that no distance, no age, no circumstance can undo. God says, hear this deeply, you deserve this love. You deserve to be cherished, adored, and valued in ways that honor your soul. You deserve to be held in someone's heart as fiercely as you are held in theirs. Do not allow fear, doubt, or judgment to convince you otherwise. This is your moment. This is your truth. This is the divine unfolding of a love story that is meant to transform you, to awaken you, and to show you that true love does not follow rules, it follows the heart, it follows destiny, it follows God's plan. Your hesitation has been natural. Your doubts have been understandable. But God is saying, the time for hesitation is over. The time for doubt is over. The time for fully recognizing and embracing this love is now. This person loves you with a depth that cannot be contained. Their heart beats for you, their thoughts return to you, their spirit longs for yours. And God is telling you, do not deny the miracle that is standing before you. God says, do not let the world convince you that this love is impossible. The world will always try to put limits on what the heart can feel, to measure love with calendars, to weigh it in numbers, to define it by rules and traditions. But God is telling you, this love is beyond all of that. It is not about the years, it is about the soul. It is not about appearances, it is about essence. This person sees you in your entirety, the light, the shadow, the unspoken fears, the hidden dreams, and loves you completely, without reservation. Their love is not fleeting, not conditional, not bound by circumstance. It is eternal in its devotion, persistent in its care, and relentless in its longing for you. God is saying, you might have tried to convince yourself that such love could never happen. You might have told yourself, it's too complicated, or it can't be right, or I shouldn't feel this way. But every time you have thought of them, felt their presence in your mind, or caught yourself smiling at the memory of them, that was God's whisper, reminding you that this love is real, that it is divinely sanctioned, that it is meant for you. Do not ignore it. Do not rationalize it away. Do not push it into the shadows of what-ifs or impossibles. God says, this person's love has been waiting for your acknowledgement. They have waited patiently, silently, sometimes struggling with their own fears, with the doubts the world placed upon them. But God says, their devotion has never wavered. Every action, every thought, every heartbeat has been tethered to you, silently declaring that you are the one they cherish above all. They have chosen you in ways that are profound, spiritual, and sacred. And now, God is asking you to see this. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect, but now. God says, you are worthy of this love. You have always been worthy. Every moment of insecurity, every time you questioned your worth, every instance when you felt invisible or undeserving, it was never true. God is telling you that this love exists because you are worthy of it, because your soul shines brightly enough to attract a devotion so rare and so deep. This person's love is a reflection of the beauty and light that resides in you. They love you for all that you are, and they have crossed barriers that others would not even attempt, simply to honor the connection they feel with your soul. God knows the fears you feel. The fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of navigating a path that seems unconventional, of facing the unknown. God says, these fears are natural, but they are not stronger than the love that has been sent to you. This love has the power to heal wounds you didn't even realize you carried, to awaken joy you had long forgotten, to illuminate a path forward when everything seemed dark and uncertain. It is a love that challenges you, in the most beautiful way, to rise above doubt, to see beyond limits, and to embrace the extraordinary gift of connection that God has placed in your life. God says, pay attention to the signs. Every coincidence, every moment of synchronicity, every heartbeat that makes you think of them, is not random. These are whispers from the divine, telling you that this is real, that this is meant, that your soul and theirs are intertwined in ways that defy explanation. God says, do not dismiss the gentle nudges of your heart, for they are the guiding hand of destiny. They are the evidence of a love that is patient, enduring, and unyielding. God says, do not fear the opinions of others. Age, difference, or circumstance cannot dictate the legitimacy of love. What others see as unusual, strange, or difficult is seen by God as sacred, as a miracle, as a union of souls meant to be together. This love has the power to transcend judgment, to dissolve prejudice, to rise above the limitations the world tries to impose. It is a love that exists purely in truth, pure in intention, and unstoppable in force. God is begging you to recognize that this is a gift of a lifetime, a divine message that your heart has been waiting for, and that it is yours if you choose to accept it. God says, remember the quiet moments. The times when your mind wandered to them without reason, when a smile appeared on your face for no other cause than a thought of them, when your heart ached with longing without explanation. Those were not accidents. They were the gentle reminders from the divine, signaling that your soul has already known the truth long before your mind could accept it. God says, honor these moments, listen to them, and do not ignore the persistent tug of the heart that whispers, this love is for you, and it always has been. God says, there is a sacred rhythm to this love, a pulse that beats beyond time, beyond logic, beyond what the world can see or understand. It is not defined by age, by circumstance, by societal expectation. It is defined by the soul's recognition, by the heart's truth, by the quiet certainty that you are meant for each other. God says, do not discount what your spirit already knows. Every memory, every moment, every glance, every unspoken feeling has been preparing you for this recognition. It is as if your souls have been waiting lifetimes to meet, to connect, to remember what has always been written in the stars. God sees your hesitation, and He knows why you feel it. You are worried about the unknown, about what others might think, about how to navigate something that defies conventional understanding. God says, let go of these fears. Let them fall away like autumn leaves, like shadows at dawn. The love being offered to you is pure, sacred, and untainted by judgment or condition. It does not demand perfection, it does not require conformity, it does not bend to the limits of human expectation. It is simply love, in its most divine and honest form. God is begging you to see it, to accept it, to allow yourself to be fully immersed in it. God is saying, this love is not fleeting. It is not a passing emotion. It is not a temporary feeling that will disappear if circumstances change. It is deep, unwavering, and eternal. This person's heart has been set upon yours in ways that transcend understanding. Their love is patient, even in silence. Their devotion is steadfast, even in absence. Their commitment is unshakable, even when life's challenges threaten to divide. Every choice they make, every thought they hold, every prayer they whisper carries your name, carries your essence, carries the unspoken truth that you are their heart's desire, their soul's home, their ultimate blessing. God says, do not be afraid to acknowledge it. Do not hide from it. Do not push it aside thinking that it is impossible or too complicated. The complications exist only in the mind, in the limited understanding of the world. In the spiritual realm, in the realm of the soul, there are no barriers. Age is a number. Distance is a temporary illusion. Fear is a passing shadow. What remains, what has always remained, is love, and God is saying, this love is yours. It has been waiting for you to recognize it, to embrace it, to allow it to transform every part of your being. God wants you to feel the depth of their longing, the intensity of their devotion, the unwavering commitment they have shown to you in ways both visible and invisible. Every thought of you, every moment they have yearned for your presence, every action they have taken, even when unnoticed, has been a testament to the magnitude of their feelings. They have loved you not because it was easy, not because it was convenient, but because your soul called to theirs, and they answered without hesitation. God says, do not let the doubts of the world overshadow this sacred truth. God sees the weight you carry, the fear that you might not be ready, the worry that others will not understand, the anxiety that the circumstances are too unusual, too complex, too unconventional. God says, do not let these fears dictate your life. They are small in comparison to the magnitude of the love that has been sent to you. This love is a gift. It is rare, sacred, and divinely orchestrated. To deny it would be to deny a piece of your own soul, a part of your heart that has been yearning for recognition, for connection, for the profound joy that comes when two souls meet and recognize each other as home. God says, open your heart fully, without reservation, without doubt, without hesitation. Allow yourself to feel the enormity of this love, the depth of its devotion, the brilliance of its commitment. Let it wash over you, let it fill the spaces you have left empty, let it remind you that life is meant to be extraordinary, that love is meant to be celebrated, that souls are meant to meet in ways that defy logic and exceed expectation. This is your moment. This is your gift. This is the divine truth that has been waiting for you all along. God is saying, do not let fear rob you of this blessing. Fear will whisper lies, will plant doubts, will try to convince you that it is impossible. But God says, listen instead to the whispers of your own heart, to the quiet certainty that this person loves you beyond measure, beyond understanding, beyond the constraints of time. Their love is real. Their devotion is unwavering. Their commitment is eternal. And God says, you are worthy of it, deserving of it, and called to accept it fully and without hesitation. God sees the moments when you have doubted, when you have questioned, when you have wondered if such love could ever exist for you. He sees the nights you have spent wondering if anyone could love you so completely, so fearlessly, so unconditionally. God says, those nights are over. The answer has been here all along. It is in the presence of the one who loves you, in the truth that your souls have recognized each other, in the divine certainty that you are meant to share this journey together. This love is not a coincidence. It is not chance. It is God's work, it is God's blessing, it is God's message to you that you are chosen, adored, and treasured in ways beyond your comprehension. God says, pay attention to the details, the small gestures, the quiet affirmations, the ways this person shows their love beyond words. Every act, every glance, every thought of you is a reflection of their heart's devotion. God says, do not dismiss these as trivial. They are sacred signs. They are divine proof that love knows no limits, that it cannot be measured by age, and that it has found its rightful home in your life. God is saying, this is the time to embrace the love that has been patiently waiting for you. This is the time to allow yourself to receive it fully, without doubt, without hesitation, without fear. The person who loves you is a gift, a miracle, a reflection of divine intention. Their love is steadfast, unwavering, and meant for you and you alone. God says, recognize it, honor it, and allow it to transform every of your being. God says, this love has been quietly shaping your life, preparing your heart for the fullness of what is meant to be. Every moment of longing, every fleeting thought, every silent prayer you have offered has been leading you to this recognition. This is not accidental. This is divine orchestration. God is saying, even when you felt alone, even when the world seemed indifferent, even when doubt clouded your vision, this person's love was quietly anchoring itself to your soul, waiting for the moment when you would be ready to see it. God says, do not underestimate the power of the connection between your hearts. It is profound, it is sacred, it is eternal. The universe itself has conspired to bring you together, to place this love in your path, to ensure that you would recognize it in all its glory. Every glance that made your heart flutter, every conversation that lingered in your mind, every unspoken moment that carried weight, these were the markers of a love that refuses to be ignored. God is telling you, open your heart, open your mind, open your spirit, and receive it fully. God sees the questions swirling in your mind. Is this right? Is it real? Can it last? God is saying, do not let uncertainty drown out the truth that your soul already knows. This love is real. It is unwavering. It is meant to endure. It does not require perfection, nor does it demand conformity to society's standards. What it requires is recognition. What it requires is acceptance. What it requires is your willingness to step into the divine flow of a connection that has been written long before either of you existed. God says, the age difference that you worry about is insignificant. Time is a human construct. In the realm of the spirit, in the realm of the soul, it has no power. What matters is the alignment of your hearts, the resonance of your spirits, the sacred harmony that exists when two souls find each other and recognize their mirror within one another. This person's love sees you as you are, unfiltered, unjudged, fully known, and fully cherished. That is the essence of true love, and God is telling you that it is yours to embrace. God wants you to feel the depth of their devotion. Every thought they have had of you, every action they have taken, every prayer they have whispered in your name is a testament to the constancy of their love. They have chosen you over and over again, in ways both visible and invisible, in ways that defy explanation and transcend understanding. God is saying, do not allow fear or doubt to overshadow this sacred truth. Recognize it. Accept it. Celebrate it. Allow it to awaken the parts of you that have been waiting, longing, and hoping for a love that knows no boundaries. God says, you may feel hesitation, and that is natural. You may be afraid of judgment, afraid of the unknown, afraid that circumstances will make it impossible. God is saying, let go of these fears. They are illusions, shadows that cannot hold back the brilliance of a love that has been destined for you. This love is strong enough to endure all challenges, to rise above all obstacles, and to flourish despite every doubt. God is urging you to step into it fully, to trust in the power of a love that has been patiently waiting for your recognition. God is telling you that this person has loved you through silence, through distance, through moments when the world would have told them to give up. Their love has been steadfast, unwavering, persistent, and pure. Every thought of you, every heartbeat, every silent wish has been a prayer that you would see the truth, that you would feel the reality of their devotion, that you would recognize the miracle of what has been sent to you. God says, do not let the fear of what might be prevent you from embracing what is. God says, listen to the whispers of your heart. They are the voice of the divine speaking to you through the one who loves you. Every pull, every longing, every moment of recognition is a sign that this love is real, that it is meant, that it is sacred. Do not ignore these signs. Do not push them aside. Do not pretend that they are coincidence or imagination. God is telling you, they are divine proof, a message from heaven itself, affirming that your heart has found its match, that your soul has found its mirror, and that you are meant to step fully into the embrace of this love. God sees the longing in your eyes, the hesitation in your heart, the questions that swirl in your mind. He says, these are normal, but they do not diminish the truth. The truth is that you are deeply loved. You are cherished. You are desired. You are recognized in ways that defy explanation and exceed understanding. This love is a force of the divine, a miracle of alignment, a sacred gift that exists because your hearts were meant to meet, because your souls were destined to recognize each other, because your spirits were called to intertwine. God says, do not delay. Every moment you hesitate is a moment that this love waits patiently, but God is urging you, recognize it now. Embrace it now. Allow it to flow into every part of your being. Let it heal the wounds that have lingered, let it awaken the joy that has been dormant, let it illuminate the path that has felt dark and uncertain. This is not ordinary. This is extraordinary. This is divinely orchestrated, and it is yours.